Hi, good morning. We're going to start with citrus bliss and balance. So citrus bliss is a combination of oils, citrus oils. And balance is a combination of tree oils. I have people on the side that I'm keeping them oils. So if you don't have an oil with you handy, then you could just start with a yoga breath, yoga pranayama. So three-part breathing is what we'll do with the oil. Or if you don't have an oil, just take your hands to your heart and your belly. So sitting in Virasana, you can have a pillow under your tush or sit straight on the heels. Again, breathing into the oil. Again, if you don't have an oil in your hands, you can just take your hand on your heart and your belly and feel the breath move the hands. We're smelling a combination of citrus oils to bring the energy up into the crown of the head and connection to all that surround us, creating a positive mindset. Citrus oils are uplifting, create a positive mindset, help you to be a problem solver, finding creative solutions, and being spontaneous and fun. So everything that we need during this time. And balance is a blend of tree oils and low-lying flowers like chamomile and blue tansy. These oils are good for calming the nervous system and grounding you down into your feet. So we have two oils for grounding down into the feet and an oil for bringing us up into our higher chakras for trusting and positive mindset. So let's stay here for 5 more breaths. Smelling into the hands and opening the hands up to breathe out. Or breathing into the hands if they're on your body. Feel them lift as you breathe in. And feel them drop as you breathe out. 3 more breaths. Good. 2 more breaths. One more breath. Good. Rubbing the hands together. Rubbing them nice and strong until you feel the warmth under your hands. And then you'll take your hands to the crown of your head. Feel the pressure as you pull the hands down through the head, over the ears, through the neck, down the sides of the body, and off the knees. And then reach the arms up. Straight up, biceps alongside the ears, and then drop the hands heavy onto the head. And pull the hands down the head, the side of the neck, side of the body, and off the knees or legs. One more time, reach up through the fingertips, and then drop the hands heavy. Pull them through the hair and the head, down the neck, sides of the body, off the knees and legs. Good. Last time, reach up. Good. And then breathe as you move forward into your child's pose. So knees together, feet together, drop your forehead to the floor. Stretch through the back and rock from side to side. And stay here for 3 full breaths. Two more deep breaths. So while you're here in your child's pose, quieting the mind, the forehead is touching the mat. You're stretching through your arms, pushing the tailbone back, reaching through the fingers, making your spine long through the fingertips and down through the bottom of the spine, the tailbone. And stay here for a couple more breaths. And make an intention for your practice and for the rest of your day. How would you like to feel from this practice? And how would you like to carry that feeling into the rest of your day? Maybe it's giving yourself more self-love and time to take care of yourself. Maybe it's feeling more fun and spontaneous, stronger, positive mind. Just decide what your intention is. Seal it in with one more deep breath. And then slowly roll up to your back, onto your hands and knees, your table. Line your wrists up under your shoulders, your knees under your hips, and wag your tail from side to side. Good. And then shake it out a little bit faster so you hear your head shake, or feel your head shake, your hair shake, your chest, your belly, your tush, everything shakes. So this is increasing the lymphatic flow in your body, so it helps to warm you up, produce more circulation, more white blood cells, just overall really healthy. It also makes your spine nice and juicy. So shake it out for 3 more breaths. Long, deep breaths. One more breath. Good, and then stop the shake. Arching up like a cat, breathing out, pull your belly in towards your back body, chin towards your heart. Stay here for a couple breaths and feel the stretch. Really tip the chin like you're going to touch the chin towards your chest bone, your sternum. And notice how you can feel the stretch all the way through your scalp and down into your tailbone. Stay here for 1 more breath. And then drop the belly, arch the back in the reverse direction, breathing in, roll the shoulders back. Breathing out, arching up. Your spine is like a wave. Breathing in, drop the belly, roll the shoulders back. Each vertebrae opens up as you reverse the direction of the spine. Breathing out, arching up. Each vertebrae closes. So it's like this pump opening up, allowing the fluid to come in as you drop the belly, breathing in. Breathing out, closing, pumping the fluid out. 2 more times, breathing in. Drop the belly, roll the shoulders up. Breathing out. Breathing in. Opening up each spine, the whole body, the heart, the chest. Breathing out, closing it all. Pushing all the breath. Good. 1 more time, breathing in, walking up. Stay here, big arch spine, and move your tail from side to side. Squeezing the kidneys. Good, and back to center. Turn your toes under, reach up into your downward facing dog. Wow. Straighten your legs, feel the backs of your legs, the backs of your calves. And then bend one knee and then the other, moving out your dog, stretching one leg and then the other. Twisting in your neck, looking under one arm. And the other, just feeling the whole spine and the whole body. Stay here for 2 more breaths. Keep moving it out. And then come to straight legs, both heels down. Breathing out, bend both knees. Breathing in, straighten, push the heels down. Do that a couple more times. Breathing out, bend both knees, belly towards the top of your thigh. Breathing in, straighten the legs, heels down, knees back, tailbone up. Breathing out, bend both knees. Breathing in, straighten. One more time, breathing out, bend. Breathing in, straighten. Good, now we're changing the movement. Legs stay straight, but your heels come up. So you go to your tiptoes, breathing in, tiptoes, squeeze your belly, try to get to the very tips of your toes. Breathing out, push the heels down. Breathing in, tiptoes, belly squeezes automatically, you're on the tips of your toes. Breathing out, heels drop down. Last time, breathing in, on your toes, heels are up. Breathing out, heels drop down. Good, drop your knees down to the floor, toes together, knees far apart as wide as your mat. Cross your hips back, going into child's pose. Maybe feel a little bit warmer so you can drop your chin to the floor, creating more work in your child's pose in the upper shoulders and back, neck. Breathe. If you feel uncomfortable, just drop your forehead to the floor. Take a couple more breaths in. Breathing in, arching up through your table again. Get your knees under your hips. Walk your hands forward just in front of your shoulders and drop your hips down. Roll your shoulders back. Upward facing dog or cobra. Bend your elbows a little bit to create more of a cobra. Push into your toenails. Your knees are on the floor. And let's move. Breathing out, coming down. Breathing in, rising up, almost to straight arms, but keep a slight bend in the elbows. So you feel it work in the lower back. Breathing out. Breathing in. Coming up to your cobra, elbows stay bent. Breathing out. Breathing in. Coming up, elbows stay bent, almost straight. Roll your shoulders back. Breathing out. Breathing in, keeping your shoulders rolled back the entire time. Heart's lifting. Feel the work in the lower back. Breathing out. We're changing our arm positions. Take your hands out wider than your mat and you're on 10 hands. You're on your fingertips. Elbows are facing the ceiling. Breathing in, push up to straight arms, best as you can. Breathing out, fold forward. Breathing in, push into your fingertips. A lot of the work is coming from the back. Squeeze your buttocks nicely. Breathing out all the way down. Elbows stay facing the ceiling. Breathing in, heart lifts. Push softly into the fingertips. Most of the work is coming from the back. Last time, breathing out. all the way down. Take your hands back across from your chest. Fingertips are across from the nipple line. Elbows are facing the ceiling, squeezing together. Breathing in, come all the way up. Straight arms this time. Full upward facing dog. Push into the toenails. Knees come off the floor. Your toes are pointed. Then flip your toes. Right toe, left toe, come up into your plank. Tuck your belly in. Looking at your fingertips so your neck is long. Imagine you're reaching through the heels of your feet and the crown of your head. Your belly button is tucking in towards your back button. Heart is lifting up between your shoulders. So you're slightly rounded in your shoulders. Stay here for 2 more breaths. One more breath. Good. Hips lift, press into downward facing dog. Legs are straight. Open them up a little bit wider than your hips, so wide-legged down dog. Spread your fingers, push through the heels of the hands. So you feel a lot of work underneath the thumb, the palm of the thumb. And the whole heel of the hand. So where the hand connects with the wrist. And your hand feels like it's palming a ball, like you're holding a basketball with one hand. Belly's tucking in, hips are lifting. Look up between your fingertips, bend both knees, and step your right foot all the way through. And then your left foot steps all the way through. Toes touch, heels are apart, fold forward. Bend both knees so that your rib cage touches the tops of your thighs. Maybe the full hands will touch the floor if you're bending your knees enough. Notice if you're holding in your neck, really take your nose towards your knees. Lengthen the back of your neck. Shake out your head. Yes and no. And then stop the shake. Come up onto your fingertips of your hands called tent hands and begin to straighten the legs best as you can. Push the knees back. Hips rise up. Belly's tucking in. Good, and then take your hands to your hips. Stay folded forward, straight legs. And slowly come up. Push into your feet. Tuck your belly in. Straight back. Come all the way up. Drop your arms, Tadasana. Stay here for a breath or 2. Sun salutation, the sun is coming up. Beautiful day, positive mind. So let's say hello and blessed is the sun. Breathing in, reaching up. Breathing out, hands come to your heart. Fold forward, bowing down. Fingertips to the floor, legs stay straight. Breathing in, halfway lift, your hands can come to your shins. Straighten the legs, straighten the spine. Breathe out, folding forward. Bend the knees, plant the hands, step the right foot back. And then the left foot back. Stay here in plank, strengthening the whole body. And love this pose. It really strengthens the arms, the belly, the back, every part of the body. At first it may feel strong and hard, but as you do more of it, it becomes softer, stable. One more breath. Good. Drop the knees. Shoulders come forward, then the elbows back for a half chaturanga. Elbows stop. At the rib cage, stay here for one more breath. Breathing in, drop the hips, straighten your arms, upward facing down. Breathing out, turn your toes under, knees rise up, pushing up into downward facing dog. Hips are high. Feet are as wide as the hips. Roll your shoulders away from the ears. Your biceps are across from the ears. You're looking at your toes so you have a long neck. Still early in the practice, so if you're still feeling like you're warming up, you can bend one knee and then the other, or stay still with straight legs. 3 more breaths. And this is your time to quiet the mind, focus on the breath. Use this time to deepen the breath, making it longer. One more breath. And then bend both knees deeply, look towards your fingertips, step the left foot all the way through. Gracefully, softly, quietly. Right foot steps forward, forward, fold forward. Straight legs best as you can. Take your hands to your hips, stay folded forward. Try to keep your legs straight, knees pushing out. And then slowly come up, push through your feet, tuck your belly in, spine stays straight. Drop the hands, Tadasana. Breathing in, reaching up, look up. Breathing out, hands come to your heart. Fold forward. Straight legs, fingertips drop. Breathe in, halfway lift. Hands come to your shins. Breathe out, bend the knees, plant the hands, step the left foot back. And then the right foot back. Find your plank. Tuck your belly in, heart's lifting through the shoulders. Stay here for 2 more breaths or 3. Feel your belly, don't let it flop towards the floor. Pull it in. You have this natural girdle around the entire trunk, the core. Your back is pulling in, your side muscles are pulling in, your belly is pulling up. 1 more breath. Breathing out, drop the knees, shoulders move forward of the fingertips. Bend your elbows, stop at the rib cage, half chaturanga. Breathing in, upward facing dog. Breathing out, downward facing dog. 5 breaths here, keep moving if you need to, bending one knee and the other. Or stay here silently for 4 more breaths, hearing the sound of your breath. Long, deep breaths in and out. Giving yourself this quiet time to really deepen the breath. Long, deep breaths quiet the nervous system and help us to go into this homeostasis where our nervous system is balanced. Good, next breath in, bend both knees. Look up towards your fingertips, right foot steps forward, and your left. Folding forward, breathing out. Breathing in, hands to your hips, tuck your belly in, straighten your legs, push into your feet, come all the way up. Breathing out, Tadasana, drop the hands. Breathing in, reaching up. Breathing out, folding. Breathing in, halfway lift. Breathing out, plant the hands, step the right foot back, and then the left. Stay here in your plank. Find your strength, find your quiet mind. Long, deep breaths, 2 more breaths. One more breath. Full chaturanga if you choose, or you can drop your knees, bend the elbows, shoulders move forward. Full body drop, elbows level with the rib cage. Breathing in, upward facing dog. Knees are off the floor now. Push into the toenails. Roll your shoulders back. Breathing out, flip over the toes. Hips are high, downward facing dog. 5 breaths. At this point in the practice, you can stop the movement, keep the legs long and straight. The body's still dynamically active. You're pushing through the heels of the hands, so the upper body's moving towards the top of the thighs. Shoulders are spreading. Tailbone is reaching up, legs, heels are reaching down towards the mat, creating length in the back of the legs. The quadriceps, the front of your legs, should be squeezing, those muscles should be engaged. One more breath. Good, bend both knees, gazes at your fingertips, step the right foot all the way through. Then your left, fold forward, breathing out. Breathing in, hands to your hips, straight legs, press into your feet, come up. Drop the hands to the floor. Breathing in, reaching up. Breathing out, folding forward. Breathing in, halfway lift. Breathing out, plant the hands, step the left foot back, and then your right. Plank pose, stay here. At any point you feel tired, you can drop your knees. Tuck your belly in. Heart's lifting into your shoulders. You feel a rounding between the shoulder blades. Gazes at your fingertips. Close your eyes. 2 more breaths. 1 more breath. Full chaturanga, shoulders move forward, bend your elbows back. Elbows stop at the ribcage. Breathing in, upward facing dog. Breathing out, downward facing dog. Hips lift high. Maybe you have to walk your feet in just a bit to shorten the stance. One more breath. Good. Standing in your left foot, right leg lifts up, one leg is down dog. Point the toes of that right leg. Come up onto the toes of your left, so your heel lifts up. You reach up a little bit higher with your right. Then drop the left heel down. Bend the right knee, bring it in to tap the right elbow. Breathe out, reach it back. Breathing in, reach up. Changing the breath, breathe out. Bend the knee, cross it over, tap the left elbow. Breathing in, reaching up. Breathing out, bend the knee, tap the right elbow. Breathing in, reaching up. Breathing out, bend the knee, cross the body, tap the left elbow. Breathing in, reaching up. Breathing out, bend the knee, bring it to the center of the body, and then step it all the way through to fingertips. Step the left foot forward, breathing out, fold forward. Breathing in, hands to your hips, straighten your back, fold forward a little bit deeper. Breath in brings you up, push through your feet. Come all the way up, breathing out, Tadasana. Breathing in, reaching up. Breathing out, folding forward. Breathing in, halfway lift. Breathing out, plant the hands, step the left foot back, and then your right. Find your strong plank. Stay here for a couple breaths. You're on your toes. Belly's tucking in, side body's pulling in. Back feels strong. Full chaturanga, breathing out, bend the elbows back, shoulders reach forward, breathing in, upward facing dog, knees are off the floor, roll your shoulders back. Breathing out, hips lift high. Downward facing dog, walk your toes in a bit. 4 more breaths. 3 more breaths. Long deep breath. Good. Stepping on your right foot, left leg rises up, point the toes. Come up onto the toes of the right, so heel lifts of the right leg. Then drop it down. Breathing in. Breathing out. Bend the knee, bring the knee to the left elbow. Breathing in. Reach up. Breathing out. Bend the knee, tuck the right elbow. Breathing in. Reach up. Breathing out. Bend the knee, tuck the left elbow. Breathing in. Reach up. Last time. Breathing out, tuck the right elbow. Breathing in, reach up. Breathing out, come to the center of the body, bend the knee, and then step the leg all the way through. Right leg steps forward, breathing out, fold forward. Breathing in, take your hands to your hips, straight legs, fold forward. One more breath. Breathing in, rises up, coming all the way up. Breathing out, hands to your heart. Breathing in, reaching up. Breathing out, hands come to your heart. Good, so your namaste beat. Breathing in, sitting down into your chair. So your toes are touching, your knees are squeezing. You drop your tush, take your hands to your heart first. Press into your hands. Drop your tailbone down. Roll your shoulders back. Breathing out, fold forward. Ribcage touches, plant the hands, legs straighten. Folding towards your knee. Breathing in, looking up. Breathing out, step your right foot back. And then your left foot back, plank pose. Breathing out, lower chaturanga. Breathing in, upward facing dog. Breathing out, downward facing dog. Breathing in, right foot steps all the way through the fingertips, left foot to the floor. Coming all the way up, warrior one. We'll stay here for 2 breaths. Bend the knee over the ankle. Press through that back foot. Find your correct alignment. Biceps alongside the ears. One more breath. Breathing out, forward fold. Softly stepping into your plank. Stay here for a breath. Breathing out, chaturanga. Breathing in, upward facing dog. Breathing out, downward facing dog. Breathing in, left foot steps forward, right foot plants, warrior one. Reaching up. Stay here for 2 breaths. Finding your correct alignment. Knee over the ankle. Straight back leg, biceps alongside the ears. Breathing out, folding forward, stepping back into your plank. Breathing in, stay in plank. Breathing out, chaturanga. Breathing in, upward facing dog. Breathing out, downward facing dog. 5 breaths here, or child's pose. Lengthen your breath. It's easy to feel out of breath and have quick breaths. So be purposeful and really lengthen the breath, making it longer. It's also easy to go into down dog and start thinking about other things or not be purposeful in your pose. So be active, know your alignment in your down dog, and focus on the breath. Good. With your next breath in, bend both knees. Step the right foot forward or float or hop forward. Breathing out, folding forward, straight leg. Breathing in, sitting down in your chair, toes touch, knees are squeezing. Pick your arms up and long, just in front of the ears. Drop your tailbone, spread through your fingertips. Tuck your belly. And take your hands to your heart. Breathing in, pressing up to Tadasana. Breathing out, drop your hands into full mountain pose. Close your eyes, catch your breath. Good. Next breath in. Sitting down in your chair pose. Find your alignment. Fingertips touch the sides of your feet. This is how low you stay, and then the hands come up to your heart. Maybe you lift a little bit more. Keep dropping the tush, roll the shoulders back. Heart's pressing up towards the hands. Breathe out, forward fold. Rib cage touches, fingertips to the floor, then straighten your leg. Breathing in, halfway lift. Breathing out, plant the hands, step the left foot back, or hop back. Find your plank, breathing in. Breathing out, full chaturanga. Breathing in, upward facing dog. Breathing out, downward facing dog. Breathing in, right foot steps forward. Left foot drops, warrior one. Breathing out, forward fold. Plank, chaturanga. Upward facing dog. Downward facing. Breathing in, left foot steps forward, right foot plants, warrior one. Breathing out, forward fold. Find your plank. Lower into chaturanga. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Back press here or drop your knees and rest in child's pose for 4 more breaths. 3 more deep, long breaths. 2 more breaths. 1 more breath. Good. Coming up into down dog if you're in your child's pose. Breathing in, look at your hands, bend your knees, step your left foot forward or hop forward. Breathing out, folding forward. Breathing in, sitting into your chair, take your hands up in front of the ears, reach through the fingertips. Drop your tailbone down. 2 more breaths. Bring your hands to your heart. Breathing in, standing up. Breathing out, drop the hands, Tadasana. Close your eyes, find your breath. Long, deep breaths into the chest and into the belly. Good. 1 more series of Surya Namaskar. Breathing in, drop your tailbone, sit in your chair. Bring your hands to your heart. Breathing in. Breathing out, forward fold, rib cage touches, then you straighten your back. Breathing in, halfway lift. Breathing out, step your right foot back or hop back. Breathing in, plank pose. Breathing out, chaturanga. Breathing in, upward facing dog. Breathing out, downward facing dog. Breathing in, right leg steps forward, left foot to the floor. Warrior one. Breathing out, folding forward, Slide into your plank. Chaturanga. Upward facing dog. Downward facing. Breathing in, left foot steps forward. Right foot drops, warrior one. Breathing out, folding forward. Slide into your plank. Chaturanga. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. 5 breaths here or child's pose. Important to stay active in whatever resting pose you choose. Always seeking for the balance and the alignment so the energy can flow freely through your body. And always deepening the breath, keeping your focus on the movement and the sound of your breath. It gives you this small moment of meditation every time you go into your down dog. One more breath. Good. Next breath in, bend your knees, look towards your fingertips, step your right foot forward or hop. Breathing out, folding forward, straight. Breathing in, sit down in your chair, reach your arms forward just in front of the ears. Spread the fingers, drop the tailbone. Tuck the belly in. 2 more breaths. Breathing out, hands to your heart. Breathing in, standing up. Breathing out, drop the hands. Last time, breathing in, sit in your chair. Hands to your heart. Breathing out, forward fold, rib cage touches, legs straight. Breathing in, halfway lift. Breathing out, step the left foot back or hop back. Breathing in, plank. Breathing out, chaturanga. Breathing in, upward facing dog. Breathing out, downward facing dog. Breathing in, right foot steps forward, left foot drops. Warrior one. Breathing out, forward fold, plank. Chaturanga. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Breathing in, right foot or left foot steps forward. Right foot drops, warrior one. Breathing out, forward fold, plank, chaturanga, upward facing dog, downward facing dog. 5 breaths here, or child's pose. 3 more breaths. 2 more breaths. 1. Moving forward, bend your knees, look forward, hop or step the left foot forward. Breathing out, forward fold. Breathing in, sitting in your chair, arms reach up. Drop your tailbone, tuck your belly in. 2 more breaths. Hands to your heart, breathing in. Breathing in, standing up. Breathing out, drop your hands. Tadasana, stay here for a breath. 2 long, deep breaths. Good, 1 more breath. Breathing in, reaching up. Breathing out, hands come to your heart. Right knee lifts, point the toes, and then step it back into your warrior stance, warrior legs. Warrior one. So hands come to your hips to find your alignment. Right hip is moving forward, left hip is moving back. Knees right over the ankle. Belly's tucking in and you're tucking your tailbone slightly. Reach the arms up alongside the ears. Back leg is straight, push through the outer edge of that back foot. Don't grip your toes. Drop your whole seat a little bit lower, bend the front knee. Going into a slight back bend, look up into your fingertips. Reach that straight arms back. Breathe. Looking forward, drop your hands back. Maybe they can touch your back thigh. Both hands. Reach down the leg a little bit deeper. Roll the shoulders back. Look. Good. Coming forward with your gaze. Interlace your fingers behind your back. Palms face. Reach the arms up. Away from your back. And fold forward. Humble warrior. Drop the belly and the heart in front of that knee. And keep reaching the arms up. Over the head. Breathe. Good. Then let the hands drop to the mat on either side of your foot. Walk that back right foot in a little bit, toes face the front of your mat, and begin to straighten that front leg. Or forward, fold over that front straight leg. Maybe you stay on the hands of your fingertips. If you can't keep that front leg straight, you need to be on some kind of block or pillow, or hands can come to your shin. If you have a deep fold here, the fingertips can face the back toes. And you can be on the full flat of the hand. Hands come to either side of the foot. And then bend the front knee, walk the hands forward a bit, about a foot length in front of you, and the back foot floats up, standing on that straight left leg. You're on your fingertips to create more length so you can keep a straight left leg. Right leg is lifted, toes are pointed. Look in the direction of your fingertips so your neck is long. Half moon pose, Ardha Chandrasana. So you're staying on your left foot, left hand, right hand reaches up. Hips open and stack. Lifted leg, the toes are pointed still, or you could flex the foot, creating more tension in that leg. Shoulders are opening up, heart's lifting towards the sky. Breathe, standing leg is straight. Push through the heel. Then rotate back. Fingertips to the floor. Leveling out your hips. Bend that front knee and step the back leg back into your forward fold. Straight front leg, straight back leg. Nose towards your knee. Breathe. Then walk your hands to the inside of your right foot and start walking it around to the center, and your right or left toes face the edge of the mat and your right toes face the edge of the mat. So you're in this wide-legged forward fold. Make sure You're facing in the direction that feels comfortable, and you can see what we're doing. Toes facing the front of the mat. Open your feet just a little bit wider. And then hands are underneath your shoulders. Straight arms up first, so you have a 90-degree angle in your hips and your back. And then bend your elbows back. Slowly fold forward, dropping your head towards the floor. You can walk your hands back a little bit to the center of the pose and use that tension to push on the mat and maybe fold a little bit deeper, forehead towards the floor. Then lock your hands to your ankles. Right hand grabs the right ankle, left hand grabs the left ankle. Pull yourself slowly forward into a deeper fold in those hips. So this is coming from your hip flexion, where the upper thigh meets the hips. You're folding there, and that creates this depth in the body. It's not coming from the back, even though this helps the back, but you're not rounding in the back. And then we're going to slowly move to the other side. So take your hands back to center, right under your shoulders, straighten the arms, and walk your hands over to your right foot, and then your right foot's going to point towards that edge of the mat, and walk your back foot forward, that left foot forward, and now here you are on the other side, in your forward fold, straight right leg, straight back left leg. You're on the fingertips on either side of the foot, and folding over knee, nose towards your knee. Breathe. Best as you can, try to have a straight front leg. Then we're going to bend. Just re-straighten out my mat. Moving. Bend the right knee. Take the fingertips about a foot in front, and then float that back left leg up for your standing forward split. But we're going to keep our hips level, lifted leg. The toes are pointed, standing leg is straight and strong. And then softly turn into your Ardha Chandrasana, half moon pose. Take your weight into your right foot, right hand. Hips open up and stack, left arm reaches up. You're on the fingertips of that left hand. Hips are stacked, shoulders are stacked. And then slowly come back around to the center. Fingertips, you're on the fingertips, hips are level. Leg is lifted. Bend the right front knee and allow the left leg to drop back into your forward fold split. Stay here for 2 more breaths. And then bend the front knee, slowly coming up to warrior one. And then we'll do the humble warrior. Warrior one, reach the arms up alongside the ears. So warrior one on your right side. Right leg is forward, knee is right over the ankle, left leg is strong and straight. Arms are reaching up, biceps alongside the ears. Then take a slight back bend, looking up into your fingertips. Reach the arms back, breathe. Good, looking forward. Drop the arms down, back behind you. Maybe both hands will touch the back thigh. Roll the shoulders back. Lift the heart. Look up. Good, looking forward, interlace the fingers behind the back, reach the arms back, and then fold forward. Heart and belly in front of that right thigh. Lift the arms up over the head. Breathe. Good, and let the hands release, coming down in front of the right leg. And then walk your hands back around to center. Turn your toes to face the front of the mat. Make sure you face in the direction that you can see. Feet are as wider than the shoulder, and walk them open just a little bit wider. Walk your hands back to the center of the pose, bend the elbows back. Forward fold one more time. Deep hip flexion here. If you choose, you can take your hands to both of the ankles, right hand to the right, left hand to left, and pull yourself a little bit deeper. Maybe your top of your head will come to the floor. 3 more breaths. Then slide your hands back to the center of the pose. Walk your feet in a little bit at a time. Heel, toe, until your feet are right under your hips. And you can drop your hips down into a squat. Press your elbows into your knees. Now drop your hands are together at your heart, and drop your forehead to your fingertips, giving a little more stretch to the back of the neck, and down into the spine. Good, and then we'll try an arm balancing here. So beginning crow, you can just try it. So the hands come as wide or wider than the feet. Fingertips face the front of the mat. You come up onto your toes, and you can walk them back a little bit. Heels are lifted. Right. You're creating these shells with your arms. Your elbows in beginning crow are bending away from your body, so out to the side, creating the shelf. Then the knees rest on top. Tailbone lifts. Head reaching forward, shifting the weight forward, and then the toes can come off the floor. And you can try just one toe at a time. And then the other toe, or maybe both toes. Good. And keep trying 3 more breaths. Another fun way to work with it is being dynamic. So hands come up into your squat, and then hop the feet up. Hands come up, and hop the feet up. So you don't actually ever have to balance, but you are starting to get the understanding of the feet lifting. And slowly coming back into your squat, and then dropping down onto your tush, hugging your knees in towards your body. Hugging the elbows, pulling your knees in. Point the toes. Good, making sure you have room in the back of your mat, because we're going to roll back. And then up and stall. This creates a core work to keep you from rolling forward. So rolling back, and then stop, Don't let your feet touch. Moving back and forward. Don't let the feet touch. When you come back into your half boat, moving back and forward. 2 more times. And 1 more. Now we're going to make it a little more difficult. Peace fingers are going to grab the big toes. Your arms can be on the outside of the knees or the inside of the knees. Doesn't really matter, whatever way you grip the best. And same thing, you're going to roll back. And then come back to the beginning position. Don't let your feet touch. A fun way to work out the core. Back and up. And back. And up. If you want to challenge yourself, when you roll back, you can go into a full plow. Legs are straight. Then bend the knees. It creates a little bit more momentum, so it's harder to stop. 1 more time. Back. And forward. Good. Coming back to the forward position, we'll go into plow soon. Now try to straighten the legs best as you can. If the legs don't straighten, because you just don't have the length in the back of the legs yet, just bend the knees. But if you can keep the legs straight, same idea. You roll back, and then you come forward, straight legs. And back, and forward. And back, and forward. Sometimes it takes a couple of times. So 1 more time. Good. Stay here. Release the hands. Drop the legs. Point the toes. Drop the lower back touch. And back. 5 times. Down. Up. Down. Up. 2. And 1. Grab the legs. Stay here. 1 more breath. Point the toes. And release. Bend the knees. Hug the body in. We're going to go into a full foot plow. So again, let's try it from the rocking position. Peace fingers around the big toes. Best as you can. Straighten the legs or keep a slight bend in the knee. Roll back. If you don't get all the way there, you can do another attempt. If you need support for your back, hands come to the lower back. Elbows are squeezing in towards each other. Try to straighten the legs best as you can. It's still early morning. So everybody take your hands to your back. Support your back as we play with our legs. Reach the right leg up. See if that helps you to straighten your left leg a little bit more. So left toes are on the floor in front of the head. Right leg is reaching up, toes are pointed. Tuck your belly in. Change legs, right leg comes down first. Then your left leg reaches up. Try to straighten the right leg, toes on the floor. You're looking up towards your toes. Change legs, drop the left. Bring up the right. Now we're going to do both legs. Right stays lifted. Left stays lifted. Comes and lifts. Squeeze the knees. Squeeze the ankles. Tuck your belly in. Breathe. One more breath. Left leg lowers. Right leg lowers. Maybe you can release the back and hands can come to the toes. Keep a hold of the toes as the lower back slowly lowers. One vertebrae at a time. See if you can keep your legs straight as you hold onto the toes and slowly release the back down towards the floor. So the lower back touches. If you need to bend your knees, keep a hold of your toes and come into happy baby. Bend both knees. Hands and arms come to the inside of the legs, grabbing the inner arches of the feet. Pull the knees down into the armpits and rock from side to side, massaging your lower back. Good. Then hugging the knees into the body, cross the right knee over the left knee. So your knees cross like you're sitting in a chair, and you hug the knees in. And then walk your hands down to the feet. So the right hand will actually grab the left foot because it's crossed underneath the right. And the left hand will grab the right foot. And then you drop your lower body back towards the floor, pull the knees and the feet in towards the face, giving a nice stretch to the hips, the buttocks, lower back. 3 deep breaths. Good, then release the feet, let the knees stay where they're still crossed, but you're gonna drop the knees over to the left. So right arm can come out onto the floor to stabilize you. You don't collapse. Slowly let the knees drop to the left. The heaviness of the knees crossed is a big, strong stretch through the back. So that right shoulder will not come to the floor, but you're attempting to drop that right shoulder. Giving yourself a nice twist through the entire spine. But the focus and the intensity of the stretch is more in a lower back twist. Breathe. Got both arms on the floor to stabilize as you bring the knees back up to center. Change the crossing of the knees so the left knee crosses over the right. Hug the knees in towards your body. Give yourself, it feels really nice through the lower back. And then to strengthen the pose, your hands reach the right hand to that top left foot. Left hand to the bottom right foot, and then pull the feet and knees into the body as you lower back to the floor. Breathe. 2 more breaths. Good. Release the feet. The left arm's going to stabilize on you on the floor as your right hand guides the knees to twist to the left. So the heaviness of the knees really drop them, glue them to the floor as you try to drop that left shoulder. Looking over the left shoulder, close the eyes. 3 more breaths. And allow both arms to come to the floor to stabilize you as you bring the knees back up to center. Drop the feet to the floor, uncross the legs. And open yourself up to Shavasana, extending your legs out. Get yourself comfortable all the way on your mat. Layers on, or a blanket on so you don't get cold. Getting fully relaxed and comfortable in this final resting pose. A small meditation to end your practice. After an hour and 10 minutes of yoga, asanas, and the strength and length and space building of the body, it's easier for the mind to quiet down and go into a meditation. This is really the whole purpose of yoga. So strengthening and lengthening the body through yoga asanas, to then be able to sit afterwards and meditate quietly without difficulty. Is the importance and the purpose of yoga is to quiet the mind, to quiet the chaos in our mental body, and create this quiet, peaceful space that really is our true nature, and that we forget about or lose track or sight of because of the busyness of the world around us and the busyness in our own mind. So the breath is naturally deeper here because of your yoga practice. Let go of any work in the breath and let it naturally come and go without you putting any intention to lengthen it. And doing a body scan to release any tension that may have been built up in the practice. Starting at the crown of the head. Imagine that there's a beam of white light, and it's this equal flow of inward flow into the crown of the head, and outward flow into the top of the energy that's at the top of the head. So this inward and outward movement, you're receiving energy from the universe and the divine space that's around you, as well as you giving energy to this divine space. Moving down to the center between the eyebrows. Imagine that there's this circular motion. Maybe it has a color. It's moving in a soft circle between the eyebrows, creating more space in the physical cavities of the sinuses, the tissue around the brain, between the skull and the soft tissue. This is our frontal lobe, our reasoning, our decision making, our ability to feel clear. So clear this space out. Let the movement be soft and circular, creating more space, more quietness, less thinking. Moving down between the eyes, over the nose, the top of your lip. You feel the space inside of your mouth, the throat. The tongue relaxes and floats in the middle of the mouth. This helps to open up the throat chakra, the throat center. More space comes to the throat, relaxing the vocal cords, all the physical tissue that creates the throat. creating more space. This is our center of truth, our ability to express ourselves in verbal expression, but also in how we move through life. Our actions represent our truth. And then following the energy down to the center of the body, to the heart, right over the sternum, in between both breaths. You stay here quietly enough, maybe to feel the heartbeat. Also circular motion, a larger circle that takes up the whole chest and moves even into the arms, the shoulders, and out to the fingertips. And then moving the energy down the center of the body to the belly button. And through the pubic floor, pubic bone, pelvic floor. And then the energy splits and moves down both legs. Softly over the kneecaps, over the tops of the legs. Into the tips of the toes, feel each one of your toes. And then release all thoughts, all energy as the energy flows through the bottom of the feet and the crown of the head. Energy stretching the body softly as you quiet the mind. And stay here for 3 or 4 more deep breaths. And begin to deepen your breath. Feel the breath rise the chest and move the belly. You can hear the breath through the nostrils and even into the ears. With your next breath in, bend the knees, bring the feet to the floor. And roll to one side of the body. Or stay on your back for a couple breaths. Remember the intention at the beginning of the practice. What was it? If you didn't make it, how do you feel now? This can be your intention for the day. It's important to be conscious and aware of what yoga does for you. This is what keeps you coming back to your practice. At the beginning of the practice, you may feel like it's too hard to get up. I don't want to do it. But at the end, this is why you do it. This is how you feel. You feel strong, spacious, long, quiet, clear, stable. So we come up to sitting. Bring your hands to your heart in Namaste Mudra or over your heart, bowing your head. Big thank you to yourself for being here, for doing the practice, for the ultimate self-care, spending an hour or more focused on your body and your breath. Thank you for the art of yoga, for the practice, for students and for teachers. Have a beautiful day. Namaste. Shalom. Thank you.